Hey, good hello and good afternoon or good morning or whenever you're watching this video to everybody in the 411. This is Rob, lead admin of the group here, and I have the honor and privilege of being here today to spotlight Ken Griffith. Ken Griffith, the owner of Sunmed here, a local CBD store. Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. It's a beautiful day outside. Can't complain. Um,
Right.
yep, yep. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How long you been in the Springs? What brings you here? What do you want us to know?
Well, I've been a part of the Springs for about 14 years. I relocated here working with USAA. And during that time, I got the bug to own my own business. And so after owning a couple of businesses, I landed on SunMed, your CBD store. And we're located at North Academy and Woodman.
Okay. How long did you work for USA?
I was with USAA for about 21 years. I got to the point where I didn't want to go into management, but I didn't want to stay in a job where I was going to be stuck behind a computer and typing for 17 years. So I bought a youth sports program. And after 10 years of success there, we sold it. And
Congrats.
during that time, I needed something to kind of slow the pace down. So I started looking at other franchises and businesses, and I settled on SunMed because at that time I was having some health challenges. And one of the things that I came across was a topical cream that SunMed had provided. And it was amazing. It worked with my tendonitis and my plantar fasciitis to the point where I was using it twice a day. I got down to using it once a day, and then I got down to using it only when I need it now. And I was so impressed with the product that I bought a local franchise.
Oh, right on, right on. That explains the origin story too. So tell us a little bit about the benefits. What does your store offer, and who should come see you? What kind of you know.
Well, SunMed's unique in a lot of different ways. While we're a CBD store, everything in our store is our own product. So it's all supervised from soil to oil and out on the shelves by our own PhD chemist. So when we look at it, we look at the formulations, we look at everything that's the best possible um, product that we can put on the shelf. And so to that point, we guarantee our product. If you came in and we worked with you on a water soluble, as an example, and it wasn't strong enough, or it was too strong, or you didn't like the taste, we guarantee that product to the point where we can actually exchange it or refund your money. And we do that because, again, it's our own product. We don't buy somebody else's and label it with our name. And so we're able to, literally back that. We have 500 stores worldwide, and we're the first ones in Colorado, believe
Oh,
it or
wow,
not. Out of
wow.
500 stores, we buy our hemp from here, we process it in Florida, and I am the first one in Colorado.
Oh, congrats on being the first mover there.
Thank you.
So who should come see you? What kind of if you mentioned plantar
Well,
fasciitis, a few other things. Who
yep.
who
So a couple of the great products that we have is we have a new sleep product that just went through a clinical study, a third-party clinical study in which this sleep product provided better sleep and less anxiety for over 86% of the participants in the study. So we have things like, again, that's one of our really good products. Topical, which is the one I had mentioned earlier. That was the product that I used to introduce myself to CBD. Prior to that, I had never used the CBD product. But given the opportunity to use that topical, it helps with so many different things. We've had people come in and just uh, have difficulties with arthritis or with the shoulder that's been involved in an auto accident, or even some that have bone on bone knee issues that have used the topical and just amazing results. So when we look at people that come in, I consider anybody that walks through the door, a viable customer. It helps with stress, it helps with anxiety, it helps with depression. Absolutely helps with sleep. We know that now. We even have a what's called Trim, which is a CBD product that is for weight loss. That also went through a clinical study in which people saw weight loss, they saw better BMI numbers, and they lost inches on their waist. And that was through a 90-day trial period. So obviously, the longer, the better the results. So, we also cater to families that have dogs or cats or pets that need it. We just expanded our pet line, and again, all this is, supervised by our own product. So we have, pet chews for dogs that are too old or getting too old. We have anxiety for the thunder and lightning, the fireworks, those type of things. We have allergy and digestion. But it's a great line of products. And in fact, we even have for cats, cat treats specifically for them.
I might have to hit you up. I have a dog that's a bit of a maniac,
Right.
but that's her personality though, and not I don't think a result of anxiety or anything. She's just a maniac. She heard me say her name. Yeah, right on, man. So, what are your hours and your location again?
We are located at the corner of Woodman and North Academy. We're in the Woodman Shopping Center with Hobby Lobby and King Supers. And we're open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 7. And Sundays we're open 12 to 6.
Okay. And what's your phone number?
Our phone number is 719-551-9212.
Okay, cool. I'll drop that in the links in the comments below too. Okay. Time for 2 fun questions. What's your favorite movie?
The irony is I was just talking to somebody about this morning. One of them is The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage. I thought the dialogue in that was just a really great dialogue between the two actors, as well as a believable story behind, the whole process of it. It wasn't just one of those, we're going to take over the world and take over all the money and take over all the power. It was, there was a story behind the story.
There's 2 scenes. It's a good movie too. I agree. There's 2 scenes that I think wouldn't be hyperbole to say that they affected me and my time in the military. I was in for 20 years, and there's the scene where Ed Harris, where he's doing the thing that he's doing. I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody who hasn't seen it, but he's doing it for a principle. But as you said, I don't want to spoil the movie, but the principle for what he's doing it, and then his ultimate actions, that interaction, and then also when they come up through the floor and the SEAL team, and he tells the commander of the SEAL team, stand down, and the SEAL team, I cannot follow that order, and he says, stand down, man, and he said, I cannot follow that order, right? I was never in such an intense situation, but that scene, actually, a couple times in my time in the Air Force, stilled my spine, if you will. Yeah, it's very moving. All right, cool.
Well, yeah, in that, I also was in the Army National Guard in the early 80s, and I thought they did the military discipline really well there. And I that's one of the reasons why I also liked it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they did too. Like I said, the interaction there, and the believable interactions between the commander and the subordinate, between the commanders of the 2 different elements, and
Right.
That's a couple times in my time I had to ask a commander to sir, will you put that order in writing? and again, informed and educated by certain worldviews, but they're right on. What's your if you could travel at any point in time, when and where would you go?
I would probably look more towards our first flights, where we were able to expand from continents and get away from boats, so more along that Charles Lindbergh at Amelia Earhart time frame, where everything was still new to us, and and then we were expanding in a better way. We looked at a faster mode of transportation, and it's always intrigued me. I like that time period of when people were alive, the simplicity of it, and I like the discovery of flight.
In a lot of ways, it seems like our discoveries have turned more. I was just talking to somebody before this podcast about AI and quantum computing, and so I won't say our views turned from out, but it's gone down to the quantum level, right? I was just reading an article before this podcast about they made a breakthrough on quantum internet where they anyway, we're getting more and more micro instead of the big. These are big announcements, but we're not talking about flight. We're talking about. I guess the translation there would be, instead of faster flight, you'd like to go back to the time when flight was originated. That's cool.
Yep.
Yep.
I think the time was simpler. I think, but we were also excited about what was over the horizon, what was just beyond our grasp. Not one of those individuals thought, 100 years from now, we're going to have jet fighters and, cargo planes and things like that. It was, to me, like a simpler time. It was a new horizon, breaking the ice kind of thing. And I don't know that we have that anymore. I think in quantum, like you said, we're getting there, but I don't know if that's on my level, your level, unless we're engaged in it, kind of thing.
That's good. That's a good point. Even now, some of the leading AI researchers, they're saying it's moving so fast that they can't keep up. But I take your point. That's really good. Cool. Well, thank you. Thanks for your time today. And I'm happy to spotlight you in the group here. One more time, where are you located?
We are located at Woodman and North Academy at 6944 North Academy Boulevard in the Hobby Lobby Shopping Center next to King Soopers.
And they're open from 11 to 7. Thanks for being here, Ken. Thank you for being a member of our Prime program, too. If you folks don't know, go to the website, www.the411 for the 719.com. Let me see if I can, here we go. That's the website right there. And check out our Prime partners and our vetted partners. Ken is one of them. And also you can check out our partners.the411 website right there. Proceeds of the program that Ken is a member of go to help the 411 meet the immediate need. We're working with some charities to try to speed up the delivery of aid, but in the interim, what we offer with this program is if folks have an immediate need for food or diapers or utility assistance, sometimes via this program we can bridge that gap with speed before larger assistance can come into play. So I just want to say thank you for being a member of that program as well. It helps, and we've given back almost $4,000 if I'm not mistaken. I can tell you the exact number here in 10 seconds. We have given $3,400, and we're about to buy a fridge for a food pantry with the support for this program, which will put us at about $4,700 donated in the last 6 months. So thank you. Thanks for all that. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thanks. Last words are yours. What do you want the 411 to know about you as we wrap it up?
When everybody walks into our store, we treat them like family. We look at them as a client and not a customer. So if you're looking for that one-on-one consultation, if you're looking for that one-on-one care, we're the people to come to. Right
on. I have had several conversations with Ken, and I back this up. This guy cares a lot. So go visit him if you need his services. Thanks, sir. Thank you. And I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.